This is Ed Kelly, and let's talk about barriers, the barriers that exist in our lives. And no matter how accomplished you are, and most of you are very accomplished, no matter how good you are at accomplishing and setting and working towards your goals, my assumption is that most of us, maybe all of us, are capable of much, much greater things in our lives. Greater for ourselves, for our family, for the world around us. And so how can you break through these barriers, these walls, these inhibitors? Well, we suggest that it's by using your vision, and let's take a look at this. So vision is a window into your future. You're standing or sitting and you're looking out into the future, and it starts so simply just by having a conversation with yourself. You're just talking privately. Ideally, we'd ask you to write this down. Don't just have this conversation in your head. You could do that, but much better to write it down. And it's about what you desire for yourself. Allow yourself to say, this is what I would really like it to be and look like, and how I'd like my business to be, and my financial life and my relationships. Again, go out maybe 3 years or 5 years, and what do you want it to look like? What do you want your own life, you, to look like and be like 5 years from now? So it's a conversation about what you want. Takes a little bit of courage, because a lot of people think, well, if I write this down, then it's an expectation, and I now have to set goals around it, and what if I don't accomplish it? Don't worry about any of that. Just have the courage to dig in and reach in for a big vision. We're going to show you in a minute how to do that. And finally, it's going to take a little bit of effort, but not much. We find it takes about 15 or 20 minutes to write this down. Now, surrounding this window pane out into the future, are 4 more important words. First of all, we're talking about an ideal future. We're not talking about the future that just comes by taking small incremental steps, or what it's all going to look like if you just keep doing the same exact thing. We want you to think outside of that. Go into the future, into an ideal future with no inhibitors. Don't let money stop you. Don't let geography stop you. Just an ideal future state. And when you've allowed yourself to do that, you now have focus. You're looking through here and focusing your life out towards that ideal future. And that provides a guide. So you now know how to make decisions, what steps to take, because you're looking forward towards this ideal self, this ideal future. And my favorite thing about vision is that it's inspiring. It inspires you, which is important, and it inspires others. When you're acting and focusing on your vision and you're living into that ideal future, it is very inspiring for people around you. So how do you do this? Well, it's really simple. You start by taking, again, a piece of paper, go to the website, write in one of the journals, and take some area of your life and think big. So again, it could be work, it could be money, it could be your health. Think big. Don't stop with where you are now. Allow yourself to go out into the future and say, what would it look like if I was thinking in a really big way, an ideal future state? Write that down and have fun with it. That might take 10 minutes. And once you're there, we then want you to think bigger. Allow yourself to be crazy. Go bigger, take it deeper, and you're going to be surprised that it doesn't feel heavy, this bigger vision. It's actually liberating because it's coming from within you, and you're allowing yourself to say what was really always possible. In fact, I think you'll be surprised that some ways to get there are going to start showing up, and it's fun, and you know what's coming next. If we've got big and we've got bigger, we might as well, what the heck, think biggest. And again, it's not going to weigh on you, even though those words are bigger. It's not a heavier weight. It's a liberating thing to think as big as you possibly can about this ideal future. And again, I think you'll be surprised at the things that show up that will be creative and that will be fun and that will inspire you. So that's how you're going to break through your barriers, and that's how you can be even more awesome than you already are. And we encourage you to just have fun with this. Spend a little bit of time and have a little bit of courage.